The following is the anonymous user's post regarding level 58.1. Currently, this anonymous user, going under the pseudonym Bushwhack, is in constant communication with the MEG alright. It's been about a week since me and a few other dumbasses decided to go against all warnings and go down the one working water slide on level 58. Listen to the cavemen. For the love of God, listen to the cavemen. If you go anywhere near that slide, they'll start to go apeshit. And I learned the hard way that it was for good reason. I've been stuck in this place for a week now, communicating to my traveling group through text, and if we're lucky, on a call. 2 of them have died, 1's missing in action, and now there's only 5 of us left. I've given up all hope that we're going anywhere. Anyway, enough on my life story. I'm posting this here to tell you all of my experience in this godforsaken level. I slid down the slide, and immediately, all the wetness I had on my from in the slide was gone. That was weird. No one came from behind me. Mainly cause there was no slide behind me. I knew for a fact this wasn't a joke being played. Within that instant, I knew I was beyond fucked. I quickly pulled out my phone, and I saw that my groupmates were already conversing amongst themselves about the bizarre location that we happened in. One of my mates were lucky enough to have not gone down there before seeing the text. Another didn't respond at all. The one outside of this level said that she had left her phone up at the slide, which was actually rather ironic in a sick, horrible way. One of them reported black dust falling from the ceiling, which he compared to the stuff in Stranger Things. I thought it was funny that he was referencing pop culture, even now. I didn't think it was funny when he said his chest felt horrible, and then he lost contact. Another one did the same thing 4 hours later. I had no clue what was going on. Then the dust started to fall in my area. Without thinking, I immediately took my shirt off, and wrapped it as tightly as I could around my face. Everyone was freaking out online, terrified I was going to die, but thankfully, as you can see from this post, I am alive. All 6 people left treated me like a god for about 3 minutes when one of their lights shut off. She desperately freaked the fuck out, and she claimed that she heard very faint and soft footsteps. She went silent for about 20 minutes. We thought she was dead. Luckily, that wasn't the case. She messaged us saying that something had come to her and wrapped what felt like tentacles around her neck. Suddenly it let go, and she fell onto the ground, gagging and coughing. She told us that she heard some sort of scurrying as she coughed, so she coughed again. Sure enough, more scurrying. So then she shouted. Lots of scurrying. She kept yelling, and sure as shit, nothing came to touch her. She said that the lights eventually turned on, and she saw about 50 hunched, hairy, eyeless creatures, and about 5 of them on the ground. So it was nice to know that, instead of dying miserably like my 2 late colleagues. The next problem was hunger. Before long, I got so hungry. We all did, and there was no food in sight. A man in his mid-40s came to me. I don't even know where he came from, and at the time, I didn't care. The mere presence of another human being filled me with utter excitement. He was pushing a massive cart of bottles, and it was extremely loud. The glass clinking together filled my tiny room with so much noise. More than I was used to with the lights on. It threw me for the weirdest loop, and for some reason it made me feel safe of all things. I quickly walked up to him and greeted him. He cut me off before I even finished saying hello, with 4 words that would stick in my head until I died. He simply said, "Hi, I'm the milkman." He gave me a bottle, and walked away from me. I was so stunned I hadn't even noticed that he had entered one of the monster's holes. I stood completely shocked. That one person was just a part of this level's system. He isn't a real human. Just a part of this sick game. I looked at the bottle labeled milk. I opened it and immediately the familiar nutty aroma of almond water wafted up to my face. I immediately chugged about 1/4 of it, both to stave away hunger and insanity. I knew I needed to supplement myself with real food though, so I opened my phone and messaged my group about what had just occurred, and to my horror, I had learned that one of my group members had convinced everyone to eat the monsters that they started calling stranglers, cause of course they had to choose the most terrifying name possible. They claimed it tasted like chicken, I guess. I wasn't too excited to try it, especially raw, cause we have no fire, but eventually the hunger caved in on me and I tried a bite. It tasted like chicken, and I almost threw up. I wasn't used to both eating an entity in the backrooms, and tasting chicken. I hadn't eaten chicken in about a year at this point, so it too threw me for a loop. My friend who never went down the slide sent some emojis down. I bet you could wonder how that went. None of us were shocked when he told us that they never returned. Anyway, that's all that I've got. I only have about 10% more left on my phone, so I'll have to go charge it with the only working outlet in this entire level. All of us have one, so that's good. I'll leave a nice little TDLR here. I got myself and several others stuck in level 58.5 cause we had the brilliant idea of not heeding the warnings about going down the working slide. We got split up, and now we're only communicating through text. Whatever you do, do not go down the working slide. For fuck's sake, do not go down the working slide. Edit, I've been trapped in this place for about a month now. I made this guide for those who have been unfortunate enough to go down it anyway. I hope to God you don't use this cause you want to go down for fun. 1. Only drink half of your almond water. If you stock up what the milkman gives you, you should be okay for any trying times. Plus the milkman will start to like you. 2. Take your shirt off and use it as a mask. The black dust that falls from the ceiling killed 2 of my group members within a few seconds. Do not breath ID. If you can, use some of your excess almond water to douse your shirt for a safer mask. Just don't breath the dust. 3. When the lights go out, wait to hear the sounds of the stranglers. Once you start to hear stomping, they're close. When this happens, scream, stomp, flail around. Act like you've lost your mind. They're deathly quiet, and they like it that way. All you've got to do is scream at the top of your lungs, and they won't bother you. I'd recommend keeping almond water on hand, cause it really wears out your throat. 4. Eat the stranglers. Seriously. They're edible, and they taste like chicken. You don't even have to cook them, they're already fresh and warm when you get to them. Don't stockpile the food though. Other stranglers will gladly take all of it. 5. Use the strangler fur to make clothes. This place gets really cold sometimes. Especially since you need to take off your shirt to survive in the first place. All you really need to do is focus on getting the fur into a usable state. Don't do anything fancy, just make sure you're warm. One of my friends made this genius discovery just yesterday, after yet another one of my mates died of hypothermia. Follow these rules, and you'll survive this level for as long as possible. I haven't found an escape yet, sadly, but maybe it'll rear its ugly head soon enough.